Hey everybody and welcome back. So in this video, I'm just gonna read out a whole sheet of information. I'm just about to read out lots of information. What is happening between the Sydenham to Bankstown Sydney Metro extension. So we're just gonna learn a little about a Sydney Metro extension between Sydenham and Bankstown. For the 12-month closure, most part apart, Sydenham to Bankstown Metro extension, and I'm just going to read out a whole brochure sheet for you of that. So just going to learn a little between Sydenham to Bankstown Sydney Metro extension, Sydenham to Bankstown, making way for Sydney Metro. So anyways, I'm just going to read out a whole sheet for you. So sit back and enjoy for watching, and let's get in forward. Alright, let's have a look at this brochure. So key features. To start off with, there's a few frequently asked questions. Alright, let's have a look at this brochure. So there's quite a few key features of this. To start off with, there's a few frequently asked questions. Southwest Link, train replacement buses. To start off with, there's a few frequently asked questions. What is Southwest Link? Southwest Link is dedicated high-frequently bus services between Sydenham and Bankstown train stations to ensure passengers can continue to travel during the final conversion period of the T3 Bankstown line. Key features of Southwest Link include 3 dedicated bus routes, frequently services every day from early in the morning until late at night, with a bus every 2 to 4 minutes in peak periods across some routes. A mix of all stops and limited stop services. Southwest Link forms a part of an interchange transport plan. What is the integrated transport plan? The integrated transport plan is all alternate transport options available to passengers to help get where they need to go during the T3 Bankstown line conversion works. Passengers can choose from Southwest Link buses, turn up and go, metro services at Sydenham, local buses, light rail, cycling and walking routes. What does the Southwest Link start and how will it operate? Southwest Link buses will start between July and October 2024 and will operate up to 12 months. Will Southwest Link service be accessible? Yes, accessible low-floor bus services. And will my journey be increased during the upgrade? Yes. Allow extra travel time to complete your journey between Sydenham and Bankstown during the upgrade. You'll be able to plan Southwest Link bus trips as well as explore alternate transport options ahead of services starting. We are converting. Why is the T3 Bankstown line Sydenham to Bankstown being upgraded? We are converting the T3 Bankstown line to enable rapid metro passenger services from 2025. Final upgrade work can only begin once Sydney train services stop running. This includes works to separate Sydney trains and metro services at Bankstown station. Complete station upgrades, install lifts, install platform screen doors, overhead wiring, final track alignment works, train testing and commission activities. Sydney Metro will operate as a turn-up-and-go service with trains every 4 to 4 minutes during peak hours. That's 15 trains per hour. Over the 3-hour morning peak, Sydney Metro will be able to move 51,000 people in each direction between Bankstown and the Sydney CBD. And a lot. Alright, so now we're going to have a look at the Sydney Trains map. So the Sydney Trains map, we're going to have a look at this Sydney Trains map in just a minute or two. So key features of Southwest Link include 3 dedicated bus routes known as the SW1, SW2 and SW3. Frequent service every day from early in the morning until late at night, with a bus every 2 to 4 minutes in peak periods across all routes. A mix of all stops and limited stop services to ensure commuters and local passengers have reliable public transport options, easily recognisable services with plenty of signage to help people get on the right service. South West Link bus services. Now, to start off with, this map tells you all the free bus services between SW1, SW2, and SW3. So this just tells you all the different bus routes. Tells you expresses. So there's one express service, there's one limited stop service, and there's one all stop service. So I'm just going to read it out. The SW1 will stop at Bankstown, Punchbowl, Wiley Park, Lidcombe, Belmore, Campsie, Canterbury, Holson Park, Dulwich Hill, Marrickville, Sydenham. The SW2 will only stop at Bankstown, Punchbowl, Wiley Park, Lidcombe, Belmore, and Sydenham. The SW3 will only have a service between Campsie and Sydenham, only stopping at Campsie, Canterbury, and Sydenham. South West Link bus services. What are the changes for the train stations west of Bankstown? A new timetable will be introduced that will ensure passengers west of Bankstown continue to have access to train services. T3 Liverpool and Inner West Line. Train services currently operate between Liverpool and the City Circle via Bankstown. Will instead run between the Sydney CBD via Regent's Park, Lidcombe on the T3 Liverpool and Inner West Line. This maintains a direct service to Sydney CBD from Barella, Regent's Park, Kurrama, Villawood, Leightonfield, Chester Hill, and Sydenham. New T6 Lidcombe and Bankstown line. A new train service will be introduced between Lidcombe and Bankstown. Passengers will be able to interchange between the new T6 Liverpool and Lidcombe and Bankstown line and the T3 Liverpool and Inner West Line at Regent's Park to access services to Sydney CBD, Liverpool and Bankstown. Train replacement buses. At times during the final conversion period, bus services trains on the T6 line between Lidcombe and Bankstown will make a big difference. What are the changes for Erskineville and St Peters passengers? Erskineville and St Peters passengers will continue to receive direct services and from the Sydney CBD on the T8 Airport and South Line. So I actually wanted to stop here for a little. Just wanted to pause it for a second here. I just want to explain about the new South West Link buses between the already South West Link buses between Lidcombe and Bankstown. Bankstown and Sydenham during the metro conversion. So the South West Link buses will be painted in like a pink and white colour. So it would be very recognisable for people to board these buses between Bankstown and Sydenham, and it would stick out really well. It would stick out really well. Sort of like dogs. Yeah, so it would really sort it. It would really stick out with the pink color. It would suit them with the pink color buses between Bankstown and Sydenham. It would stick out like dogs' tongues. For example, but yeah, so it would stick out really well. Like, the South West Link buses, they're really good. They may be a little bit slower. They may increase travel time, but they would be rather pleasant. Pink colour, recognisable, dog's tongues. Alrighty, so we're just gonna have a look at this Sydney Trains map. Lots of info. Alright, let's have a look at this Sydney Trains map. So as you can see here, you can see quite a bit of detail. You can see quite a bit of detail of the Sydney Metro between Bankstown and Chatswood. Between Chatswood and Sydenham. Already extension, so its extension between Chatswood and Sydenham is being up since 2024, and it has been a life changer for the metro services to run between Chatswood and Sydenham. Very kindly to extended from Chatswood to Sydenham. So you can actually right now, right this second, by making this video on purpose. Well, purpose rather. Yes, so you can actually get the metro from Tallawong through to Sydenham. But pretty soon it will be extended out to Bankstown, which will be a lot easier, where you'll be able to walk through walk through the plaza. But right now we're just going to start off with the current extension between Chatswood and Sydenham, having stops such as Crow's Nest, Victoria Cross, Barangaroo, Martin Place, Gadigal, Central, and then we move down here, a little bit down here, having more stops as Waterloo and Sydenham. And then over here, this pink lining you can see right over here, that is actually the new extension between Bankstown and Sydenham. So the pink lining you can see right over here is the new extension between Bankstown and Sydenham, hopefully being converted into a Sydney Metro line. Well, it is, but we just haven't got informed yet. I don't know when this extension's happening, but it will be sometime soon. I hope. But yeah, so I'm just gonna read out the stops of the new extension. That used to be a Sydney Trains line, but now it is gonna be into a metro. A 1800. I forgot which decade, but I know it's 1800. Train line that is being converted into a new modern Sydney Metro. So anyways, I'm just going to read out the stops as usual. Probably already know them, but I'm just going to read them for those who don't know. The stops are Marrickville, Dulwich Hill, Holson Park, Canterbury, Campsie, Belmore, Lidcombe, Wiley Park, Punchbowl, and Bankstown, where you can change for the new T6, which is, there's already a T6 line, but they recently started to run city services. But yeah, so this is the T6 line, having stops where you can change for a Sydney Trains line up to Lidcombe, having stops at Uguna, Bankstown, Regent's Park, where you can change for a Liverpool service, Barala, and Lidcombe. And then over on this track is the new T3, which will be running from the inner west down to Liverpool, also running through the city circle instead of like this. It's going to be pretty cool. New T6 via the inner west is Liverpool, and the new T6, which actually used to be the old name for the Carlingford line, that is converted into a light rail, is now a Sydney Trains line between Lidcombe and Bankstown, where you can change for a Sydney Metro to Sydenham, and then vice versa. Alrighty, so anyways, I think that'll be it for this video. That was a lot of information, and yeah, so it was a good video. So anyways, that's a feel. Thank you for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, share the video, and I'll catch you all very soon. Bye for now. Tongue twister.